Hello dear students, welcome to CR Digital Classes. I am Sonakshi Jaiswal and today we are going to solve problems based on income from salary. This is a chapter of your income tax and let's see how do we solve problems when asked about income from salary. As you can see the question here, it is a long type question and it has been asked in 2024, which is a recent question. Now this is a long type question. For your understanding, dear students, it is important that you refer to the previous video titled Computation on Income from Salary. This is important because you need to understand the procedure on how to compute income from salary. Only if you are clear with that procedure, problems like these will be very easy for you to solve. Okay, so now let's see what is the question that has been asked. Compute tax on income from salary for Mr. X for the assessment year 2024 to 2025, where the age of the assessee is given to us as 58 years. Then he's working in he's a private employee working in Kolkata. His basic pay is 75,000 per month. Dearness allowance is 25,000 per month. Bonus is 25,000 per annum. So always make sure whatever values have been given to you, are there in monthly or annual. If it is given per annum, then we'll take the value as it is. But if it is monthly values, then you will have to multiply those values with 12, right? Fixed medical allowance of rupees 12,000 per month. Then we have entertainment allowance rupees 20,000 per month. He received education allowance of rupees 1,000 per month and is blessed with 3 children. Then his employer provided a big motor car facility. The car was used partly for private and partly for official purpose, and the chauffeur expenses were also met by the employer. The word chauffeur means driver. Okay. Now this is the entire question that we have, where we have to compute income from salary of Mr. X. Okay. Now first we will start writing with the items that come under the head salary. Okay. So here his basic pay is 75,000 per month. As I told you, whenever you write here, the first item is always going to be basic pay. So let's see how do we calculate this. This is monthly. So it is going to be 75,000 into 12, which is 9 lakhs. Then anything else that we can write here under salary? Yes, we have bonus given. It is 25,000 per annum. Bonus amount, as you know, bonus is only a one-time payment. It doesn't repeat every month. Bonus is given only once. So how much is the amount? It is 25,000. Okay. Then is there any commission or any advance amount of salary, arrear of salary, or any employer contribution that you can see here? No. So I think we are done with the items under salary. Let's go for looking items under allowances. Okay, let's see what are those. We have DA. It is 25,000 per month. So that is 25,000 into 12, 3 lakhs. Dearness allowances, 3 lakh. Then we have entertainment allowance of rupees 20,000 per month. Now, as I told you, whenever you are looking for entertainment allowance in the question or anywhere entertainment allowance is given to you, you will always see the nature of employment of the employee or the assessee, whether the person is a government employee or a non-government employee. So here you can see that X is he is working as a private employee. That means whatever is the entertainment allowance amount, it is fully taxable. Reason being, the person is a private employee. So directly, entertainment allowance amount is rupees 20,000 per month. So 20,000 into 12. That will be 2,40,000. Right? Then, the next thing that you see over here is education allowance for his 3 children. How much is the amount that is given for children here? 1,000 per month. Okay, that means 1,000 into 12, which is 12,000. Okay, But as per income tax, the children education allowance exemption can be given only to 2 children. So even though if he has 3, 4 or multiple more than 3 children, in that case also a deduction will be given only for 2 children. So how much is the deduction amount? Deduction amount is 100 rupees into 2, right? For 2 children into 12. So this is 2400. Okay. So this is education allowance. 12,000 is the actual allowance amount, and what is allowed as deduction is only 100 rupees per month, only for 2 children. For third child, deduction will not be allowed. So how much will be the taxable children education allowance? It will be 12,000 minus 2,400. So let's see how much will that be. 12,000 minus 2,400. So that is 9,600. Children education allowance is 9,600. Why 9,600? Total children education allowance, that is 12,000, minus exemption 2,400. This will give us 9,600. This has to be in your working notes, dear students. You have to write this in your working note. Only then the examiner will understand that you know the concept. Okay. So children education allowance is done. Then coming to the next thing is, his employer provided with big motor car facility. The car was partly used for business purpose and partly for personal purpose. So in that case, as you all can see, there is no value given to us here that how much amount should we allow as an exemption or as a perquisite. So this big motor car is a perquisite. So when a big car along with a driver is provided by the employer, then the amount that is allowed as the perquisite value is rupees 2,400 for car. Okay. And for the driver, 900. So this will be 3,300. Okay, this is monthly. So if the employer is providing a big car, that means a capacity of more than 1.6 liters, then this is a perquisite value. This you will call as perquisite value of big motor car, where the car amount is 2,400 and driver, along with the driver, it is 900. So in total 3,300 per month into 12. So that will be 39,600. Okay. So what will be the car value? 39,600, because this 3,300 is monthly value. Now, in your exam, if at all in the question it is not mentioned that driver expenses also were covered. So what will you do? Only 2,400 into 12. 900 is only when the driver expenses also are given by the employer. Okay. So big car perquisite value will be 39,600. Then what else? Did we miss anything? Yes, here we have fixed medical allowance, which is 12,000 per month, which is also a allowance. So fixed medical allowance of rupees 12,000 per month. So 12,000 into 12, that will be 1,44,000. All the students, please check, have we missed any item from the question or have we covered all? You first have to see, have we covered basic pay, bonus, or any kind of fees, commission that is there. Then look for any allowances that are there in the question. Okay. After you have covered with the allowances, then there are some extra benefits which are given to the employee, which is your perquisites. So your big car is a perquisite value, right? Now we have covered all the items, as you can see from the question. The total value of, or the sum of all these values is your gross salary. So let's see how much is the gross salary value. 9 lakhs plus 25,000 plus 3 lakh plus 2 lakh 40,000 plus 1 lakh 44,000 plus 9,600, 39,600. So that is equal to 16 lakhs 58,200. I hope all of you have got the same answer. The gross salary is 16 lakh 58,200. Okay. After we have computed the gross salary, as you all know, we have to go for deductions. Deductions under section 16. So first is our standard deduction, which is 50,000, right? Then, is there any entertainment allowance that is there here? Yes, entertainment allowance is there. But since the assessee is a non-government employee, entertainment allowance will not be allowed as deduction. Is there any professional tax that the person has paid? No, there is no mention of any professional tax paid by the assessee. So this is going to be 16 lakh 58,200 divided by subtracted by 50,000. This is going to be 16 lakh 8,200. But here you have to see if the assessee has paid anything as professional tax. So do you see anything mentioned in the question as professional tax amount? Are you able to find any? No. So if nothing is mentioned about professional tax, directly you can take this amount for professional tax as rupees 2,500 per annum. Okay. So minus 2,500. That is going to give us the answer 16 lakh 5,700. So this is your income from salary. Okay, 16 lakh 5,700 is your income from salary. Here you are asked to compute tax on income from salary. That means you have found the income from salary of Mr. X. You also have to calculate the tax liability. Now here the age of the assessee is given to us that it is 58 years. That means the person is a non-senior citizen. So when a person is a non-senior citizen and his income is above 10 lakhs, then tax liability, how will we calculate? Total income, which is 16 lakh 5,700. Since the income is more than 10 lakh, we will multiply with 0.3 minus 1,87,500. This is how we are going to calculate the tax liability. So let's see what it will be. 16 lakh 5,700 into 0.3 minus 1,87,500. That is going to be 2,94,210. 2,94,210. To this you will add 4% health and education cess. Okay. So into 4% is 11,684. So the final answer will be 2,94,210 plus 11,684. So that is 3,05,894. Okay. So this is the final tax liability, as you can see, which is 3,05,894. Okay. So now, how do we calculate this? Let's quickly sum up. First thing you have to always see is for basic pay, any bonus amount that is given, any fees, commission, arrears of salary, advance salary, any such amount you will put here first. Then you can go ahead with looking for allowances, any kind of allowance. Here, entertainment allowance is fully taxable because the assessee is a non-government employee. Coming to children education allowance, I have shown the calculation to you. Fixed medical allowance is fully taxable. Then the perquisite that you have seen over here is big car. As I told you, the perquisite value for big car is 2,400. Along with that, driver salary is also paid. Then it is rupees 900. That sums up to 3,300. When you multiply with 12, you will get 39,600. Then there are two deductions. One is standard deduction. Next is professional tax, which is 2,500 per annum. After you have completed all of this, you will get your income from salary for Mr. X. But in this question, you are also asked about calculating the tax liability. So, for the purpose of tax liability, this is the formula we have used. Why have we used only this formula? Because the income is more than rupees 10 lakh. Okay. So, this is the formula we have done, used to calculate the income tax amount. Then you have to add 4% cess, and that will be your final answer. So, therefore, the tax liability of Mr. X is this much amount. Always make sure, as I always tell you, write the working notes in a structured form. Write it properly so that whenever your examiner looks into your script, it looks more presentable and they have a view that you know the concept. So if you are clear with the concept, even if your answer goes here or there anyway wrong, for the concept that you know and for your presentation that you have done, you may get good marks. Okay, dear students, I hope you've understood how to solve this problem, and keep practicing similar type of problems that you see. Only then that will help you to gain confidence as well as the speed to solve in the exam, because in your exam time is limited. So it is important you practice more problems so that in the exam it becomes easy for you. Okay, and at that time you do not get anxious about how to solve the problem. Only that comes with practice. So I request you to practice as many problems as possible. Most of the concepts have been covered here and in the previous problems, where problems have been explained in short as well as long. So thank you, dear students. Hope you understood the problem. All the best from SIA Publications.